3 and 3. What are the signs? Plus and minus? Does that work? Why is this wrong? What's 3 times negative 3? Negative 9. So is that right? No. So a lot of students tell me this is the answer. If you double distribute, you actually get x squared plus 6x plus 9. This is not factorable. So if you see one like this, I want you to write not factorable. Okay? Don't write impossible. I want you to write not factorable. That's the correct reason. All right, number 5. X squared minus y squared. It's a minus. It's a difference. Difference of two squares. What times itself is x squared? X times x. What times itself is y squared? Y times y. One's plus, one's minus. Done. Just because there's letters everywhere doesn't mean it's harder. Okay. Number 6. Now this one's a little tricky. What do you think? Is this a difference? Is this impossible? Notice that the 9 is negative. Notice the 9 is negative. So we can rewrite this. Right? Put the x squared first. The x squared is positive, so it's positive x squared, and then minus 9. So I was just being mean, and I wanted to show you that if the negative comes first, it's still possible. It's just, you just got to rewrite it. It's still x 3 plus minus. As long as there's a negative somewhere, it's still technically a difference of two squares. All right, number 7. This one's a little tricky. What do you notice about this one that's different? First off, is 3 a perfect square? Is there a number times itself that's 3? Look back to your chart. Do you see 3 in the box anywhere? It goes 1 and then 4. 3 is not a perfect square. How about 108? Is 108 a perfect square? Let's look. All right, I get 100, and then it skips to 121. So 108 is not a perfect square either. It's not in the box. So what could you do here? You can do a GCF. You can do a GCF. You can divide both of these by 3. So let's divide by 3. See what happens. The 3's cancel, and you get x squared minus 108 divided by 3 is 36. It's a GCF, so parentheses and 3 on the outside. Now look at x squared minus 36. Is that factorable? Yeah. That's a dots. X squared minus, and then that's a perfect square. How do you factor x squared minus 36? X, 6, one's plus, one's minus, and then don't forget to put the 3 on the outside. All right. So this one, we're actually going to spend more time on stuff that looks like this. This is called factoring completely. This one's a little trickier. All right, number 8 and 9. You ready? Too bad. Now, can we divide? Is this a GCF problem? Does anything go into 9 and 47? Nope. Are 9 and 4... Did I say 47? 49. Are 9 and 49 perfect squares? Yeah. So this one is still a dots. What times itself is 9? 3 and 3. Don't forget you have x squared, so x and x. They go together. 3x times 3x is 3x squared. What times itself is 49? 7 and 7. One's plus, one's minus. Done. Try number 9 on your own. If you're not sure the numbers, look back at that chart we made. What times itself is 16x squared? 4x. What times itself is 225? 15 and 15. One's plus, one's minus. All right. Now the really hard one. You ready for the really hard one? I have confidence in you. X squared minus 16. X to the 4th, sorry, minus 16. Now, this one's harder because what are you going to do to x to the 4th? What times itself is x to the 4th? Anyone have an idea? X squared times x squared. All you're going to do is divide by 2, right? X, because 2 plus 2 is 4. What times itself is 16? 4 and 4. 1's plus, 1's minus. Now this one's harder also because look, you can factor again. Can you factor x squared plus 4? No. It's a plus. Remember, when there's a plus there, like that one we did before, the x squared plus 9, it's not factorable. So this one's done. But look at this. X squared minus 4. Can you factor that? Yeah, that's a dots again. X times x is x squared. 2 times 2 is 4. 1's plus, 1's minus. So this is kind of just the challenge problem. It's the challenge problem, okay? All right, last slide. Try them on your own. I'm just going to put the answers. Pause the video and try these 8 problems on your own. Number 1 is x plus 6, x minus 6. Number 2 is x minus 5 times x plus 4. Number 3 is x minus 2 and x minus 4. Number 4 is 11, and then x plus 3, x minus 3. This is a GCF and then a dots. Same with number 5. You can divide by 5 first, and then you have x plus 4, x minus 4. Number 6 is an MC chart. X plus 11, x minus 3. Number 7's like that last one. It's x squared plus 9, x plus 3, x minus 3. And then last, x squared plus 25 is a not factorable. Remember, when you have a plus, it's not factorable. That's why we left x squared plus 9 by itself. And that's the lesson. Have a good day.